Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. As I've been mentioning so many times, 96% of you guys are not subscribed. So nyabugela nje, hey, kumnandi ukubukela mara bangishaya subscribe kunzima. Come on, guys, subscribe. Let's grow the channel, and I'll keep trying to bring the information, etc., and just bring it all together. So let's kick it off. Caleb B. Menyimana. Yo, the Black Panther. Sis, man. But you know what, guys? Let's be honest. Caleb kind of helped Uzwane at some point in the season because him and his penalties did help Uzwane. So, we'll give Caleb some credit. And Caleb showed some glimpses. Good, he can play soccer, but this is something I have to tell. I want to address once and for all, guys. Once and for all. Kaizer Chiefs need to understand the brand that they are. Why is it that it's us fans who only understand this brand? Because Caleb, guys, even when he was scoring those penalties, you could see good eye. But at that time we were giving him a chance where like maybe he's still new. And that time you must remember when we signed Caleb, he was a free agent and he didn't have a club for like almost a year or something like that. So these things must tell you, good, if lower division teams in Europe don't even want this guy, Tina Sumienzan. But anyway, Caleb came, he scored his 8 goals and 1 assist. And people are like, oh, his stats don't look so bad. His stats are bad. Those stats, everything that is there is penalties. And if you want to understand what penalty stats are, let me give you some insight, guys. Guti, a striker who only scores penalties is not a striker that you can say is a strike. Because let me give you some insights. Orlando Pirates, once upon a time in a season, their top goal scorer was a defender, even worse, a center defender, Lucas Twala. Lucas Twala was the top goal scorer of Pirates. Why? Because he was scoring penalties, meaning that Lucas Twala outscored all the strikers and he became a top goal scorer. Now, what I'm trying to say about this is that just because you can score penalties doesn't mean good you are a striker. So let me just finish it there. Caleb was tall for Mahala. He couldn't header. When someone is a Malankan, the one thing you expect is that, hey, he can't him. Nukovic, we can blame him, whatever. But in her head, he wasn't bad. But I know. I want to say he wasn't bad. But these people who we sign, they having kingers. It's like we sign Nukovic, who only knows how to header. But I will say this on Nukovic. Nukovic is one of those unlucky players. Guti, when he signed for the Chiefs, he found Abomidendorp who played his football. Then the coaches after that, they didn't play his football. Why? Because there were not enough signings to produce for Unukovic. But even saying that, Unukovic was missing empty nets. But anyway, one thing I will say is this, guys. If you have a striker who shows good they can score goals, you need to give him the chances to score. And that is what Caleb had last year. Caleb missed so many chances last year. So many is an understatement. Caleb missed. There was this one time they squared the pass to him, and when he tried to kick the ball, he kicked the ground. But yeah, that is what we have to deal with our strikers. Let's hope this Gonzalez guy is better. Gonzalez, like they've been saying, he's stuck in his country. I think it's Venezuela or something like that. He's stuck there with his visa and stuff like that. And it's unfortunate that we are at this stage in our season and this striker that Chiefs has identified they have identified him so late. And so there's no preseason. This guy is gonna Ngena. He's gonna miss a one-on-one chance, and we're all gonna call him Nkomo. But then at the same time, how do you call someone Nkomo who doesn't even know his teammates? So there's still a long way to go. Let me just put it like this. If Gonzalez starts scoring from like December, don't be surprised, because that is what will happen. Or if Uranga starts scoring from December, don't be surprised, because he was not training with the team because he had an injury. So just because you are with the team, it doesn't mean that you are training with the team. So we still have a lot of things to fix in our striking department. But yeah, guys, let's hope that Gonzalez comes soon and then he plays, etc., and that he can don the Chiefs colors. And I really, 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 really hope Kaizer Jr. sorted out this thing with Thabo Qele, because I really want our defensive midfield to work. Like when I saw Mdantsane play against Cape Town City, the one thing that came to my mind is that Mdantsane makes us play and he's not even in form, but he was making us play. And then the first thing that came to my mind is that no, man, if Umad was more creative, Mdantsane would have a better place to play, because Mdantsane would need ball players. So I think we Chiefs must not be scared to beef up the squad. I think now they are scared to beef up the squad too much. But what I will say is this: if Chiefs is still gonna sign some players, they can't sign more Potsanis, etc. The next players that must be signed must be exceptional players. It must be a player that we like, yeah, this one is good. This one will get into the starting lineup. And the reason why I say this is because we need our team. Our team has more depth than it did last season. But my problem is that every time someone gets a yellow card or a red card, we realize that the backup is not the backup you would really want. So, for example, if our two center backs get an injury, our backups are going to be Ungobo and Ukwinik, and that is a problem. If Ungezane was still there, it was going to be much better. But hey, Ukwinik, I'm now questioning him. If Frosler gets injured, at least there's Solomons. Shandi now is ring, and Dove is injured. So you see, already there's an issue. But even Ohlanti not Dove, actually, let me say our two right back and left back, we don't have a third right back and a third left back that is competing with these guys. And when I say that, I'm like, there must be. No one must just get a squad in just because Gumnand. And yeah, so it's good that we're getting another striker. And bye Caleb. It was nice seeing you, Malankana, who should be a goalkeeper, who should be, I don't know what. If I was Caleb, I would still stay in South Africa and maybe join like a Morocco Swallows, or maybe like a Richards Bay, or teams like that, because I think his penalties and all of those, he can contribute to those teams. But for what Chiefs wants, he was always going to fail. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think about Caleb. Tell me what you think about the situation. And are you ready for this weekend? It's TS Galaxy, I believe, this weekend. And soccer is there, guys. Yo, gune English Premiership, gune La Liga, yo, there's like so much soccer. But yeah, guys, let's watch. And another thing I wanted to say, let us start asking the question that we kind of have to ask, Guti, what's happening with our youngsters? It seems like our youngsters are struggling to break into this Mulifenseki team. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because we are desperate these days and stuff like that. But like Umdu is struggling. Ungobo, Nkosimpile Ngobo is struggling. Our youngsters are struggling. And for me, that's a problem. Something is not right. But yeah, guys, let's chat. Let's chat. Tell me what you guys think. And please, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, yeah.